Kasi remember, self-confidence will only take you so much eh. People will, you'll get their attention dahil magaling ka magsalita, malakas ang loob mo, you project self-confidence, but to retain their attention, they need to know that you also have knowledgeable confidence.
Yeah.
They need to know na alam mo yung pinagsasabi mo. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode 4 of the Founders Video Podcast. And I am very excited for this one because this time I don't only have Chris with me, but we have the poging Ryan Magrinya. Hey Ryan.
Hi.
Hey
Thank
Chris.
you.
Okay, so Ryan, anything you want to say?
Yeah, before we begin?
Before we begin,
Yeah.
my name is Ryan, but Ryan Carl Magrinya. I'm the head of food operations here at Founders Cafe.
Great. Yes. And a lot of you, if you've already been following us, then you probably know Ryan kasi he is the one who gives you the best tasting pizza in the
Town.
town. All right.
Well, some customers have said the Philippines.
Yeah,
right?
they have tested the best pizza here in the Philippines now.
The best pizza and soon to come, the best ramen. There you go. That's our Ryan, guys. Okay, so for today, guys, our topic for today is what does it take to be an entrepreneur? Okay, because a lot of times when we do our talks, this is one of the questions na tinatanong sa amin. A lot of times mga college students.
Yeah.
And that's really nice kasi alam mo yun, magsasalita ka sa college crowd and you get questions like this one, very reflectory.
Yeah.
Well,
Self-aware,
self-awareness type of questions, and it's really nice. And I guess it's high time na gawa natin ang episode to.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
It's good thing we have Ryan here as well.
Oh, correct. And since we are semi-complete, as you know, there's 4 of us. Kulang na lang ng isa para makumpleto kami. And soon, masasama rin namin
Sometime
dito.
soon, yeah.
Makikilala niyo din.
Makikilala nyo rin.
Makikita.
Ang pinaka-poging founder. Yun.
Yeah.
Okay, so going back again, the topic we have for today, guys, is what does it take to be an entrepreneur? Okay, and siguro so that there's context to everyone who is listening and or watching, depending on how you are consuming this content, it would be best if we start maybe with our own entrepreneurial journey.
Backstory
A little bit, yes. Ano ba yung mga pinagdaanan natin? How did we get here? So that, people who are listening or watching this can relate to the things na pinagdaanan natin, how we overcame them, and baka may magamit din nila so that they can overcome yung mga medyo similar ang pinagdadaanan right now.
I think it's a good way. Yeah.
Okay, so
Nice.
to start it off, I guess let's go to the founder that everybody wants to know about, Sir Chris.
Chris,
Oh,
it's
is that
a
me?
shot.
Oh.
Go, Chris.
Okay. So, my entrepreneurial journey. Well, let's start from the beginning. Like when I was a kid, right? So, in general, I didn't really know what I wanted to be when I grew up, right? I knew I wanted to make money. That's basically it.
That's a good plan, ha?
Yeah.
At one point, gusto ko maging gangster kasi feeling ko madami silang pera.
Ooh, gangster.
Pwede ba natin ilagay sa podcast ko? Parang bawal yun, ha?
But we're talking about really like a toddler. So anyway, so I knew I wanted to make money, and then growing up, you're told that if you want to make money, then you need to be an entrepreneur, right?
Yeah.
So that was my my thing. But however, as I grew up, I wasn't really exposed that much to entrepreneur. Like my father had a business, but I wasn't really involved in there. He didn't really tell me a lot about the business itself. So
What's the family business, Chris?
rice.
Rice.
So rice milling.
Rice milling.
Wow.
Yes.
Big time.
Oh.
No.
So si Chris, guys, has a rice milling
Well, my
company.
father has a rice milling company. I don't have
May
that.
asyenda to.
Hala. No. But yeah, so as soon as I graduated college, I started out as an employee. An employee for a while, almost a decade. And then it was just this one day that I remember. I still remember. I still remember the exact moment. There was one time that I glanced because I was working in a call center, right? And I glanced over to the computer across from me, and I saw someone using this app. Now, as soon as I saw that person using the app, I'm like, that's a good idea. I think I can improve upon that.
Yung app.
The app.
So what's the app about?
Well, the app is Metro Deal.
Okay.
Medyo
Close
deal.
na. Okay.
Grabe, hindi pa, buhay pa.
Boy pa ba?
Yeah.
Boy
boy,
pa.
yeah.
Boy pa
Yeah,
ba?
Doing well. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Metro. If you're watching, I didn't mean it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I thought now you guys closed down.
Well, maybe now they're probably hit hard because
Oh,
Yeah,
no
a lot
one
of-
is, yeah.
yeah.
Probably.
Okay, but again, I'm sorry. I meant no disrespect. Sige, continue.
Yeah. So I saw them using that app, and then I realized that I think I can do that better. So what I did was I analyzed what the business should be to be improved upon, and I analyzed what skills I have and what skills do I need to get. Now I think that the most important realization that I had from that moment was the fact that I told myself that I can do it. In that moment, I believe that I don't have to just read about people who do it. I don't have to just see someone on TV saying that who achieved something. It's something that I can do myself, given if I do the right things.
Okay.
So from then on, I worked on building myself. I worked on
Improving yourself.
improving, and then I saved. So I saved as much money as I can, and yeah. After that, I talked again to RP.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Backstory, guys. Chris and I, we've actually known each other since college pa.
Yeah.
Actually, both of them, pero different times in my life. Okay, I've known them both ng longer na, super long time ago na, I mean, and lo and behold, magkakilala rin pala sila. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll get to that later. Sige, Chris.
yeah. So where was I? So I had that idea. I wanted to make that idea for, I think it was like 2 years, right? And like on the year and a half, I contacted RP. I'm like, RP, what do you think about this idea? I think I can do it. I think
remember.
I think this is a golden idea that will make me a billionaire. It's billions, okay? So
Wow.
that's how much belief I had in this.
Yeah. Actually, crazy story, guys. When Chris called me to tell me about that, story, he even told me that he's ready na to go to the US
Yeah.
and pitch this idea in Shark Tank.
Oh,
Shark
really?
Tank.
I you not, dude. That is what he said. He told me, dude, I am ready to fly to the US right now. Tell me what you think.
Yeah.
As a good friend, obviously, I didn't tell him anything, but I thought it sucked.
Yeah, and then I can tell, like after we had like a meeting, right? After the meeting, I can tell in RP's eyes, like just try to build upon him more, and then try to get back to me. Try to not discouraging me from the idea. But you can tell he when he saw it, it wasn't as promising as I was
Did
had
he
in my head.
laugh?
No, he didn't laugh.
I didn't laugh.
No.
Well, not to his face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, there was one meeting. Even when he was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were eating lunch.
Yeah, we were
So
eating.
kailan to? Like
Mga siguro,
3 years ago? 4?
yeah, mga ganon. Siguro mga right before you came in. Siguro mga 1 year before you came in. Mga ganon.
Ah. Okay.
So that's what happened.
Mm.
Yeah, and I was, don't get me wrong. So even though, he said, no, I didn't laugh, I didn't tell him. Kasi the way I saw it, obviously I coach a lot of people when it comes to business. Having somebody thinking of a business idea is a lot better than somebody not having that idea at all. So while I didn't like the idea, I didn't want to discourage Chris, because obviously Chris is one of my closest friends. And I like what I'm seeing. He is thinking about business and all that, even though I didn't particularly like what he was going to do. But the point is, he is, in my belief, he was on the right track.
Yeah, and but basically over the course of that, me wanting to build that business, I ended up trying to become self-aware of what I do. I learned I enrolled into school, so I took up corporate finance. I learned about sales and marketing and
Oo, yun
and
ang matindi kay Chris.
so I really went into it, and then even if I didn't go through in the end, like right now, I didn't go through the actual idea, I still equipped myself to preparing for whatever
Correct mindset.
Yeah.
Because it was the journey. Na,
Yeah.
Again, even like what you said, even though hindi ka tumuloy sa idea, that idea gave you the right mindset to prepare you na kailangan ko matuto nito,
Yeah.
kailangan gumaling ako. So even though hindi mo tinuloy yun, yung natutunan mo at iginaling mo, hindi naman na mawawala eh. So as far as you for the future is concerned, you are now a better version of yourself.
Yeah.
So good job, Chris.
Yeah.
Good job, bro.
Yeah.
So ayun, and long story short, when I was starting to see that with Chris, guys, I gave him the idea for founders, and he liked it, and well, long story short, we ended up here instead.
Yeah. Which is a good decision.
And again, that would have never happened kasi even if, again, Chris is one of my closest friends. He's like one of my best friends, and I only have a very few of those. And even then, even if Chris was my closest friend, I would have never given him, or I would have never taken him for this business for founders. Have I not seen that transition na ito nga si Chris, just like what I was saying earlier, while it wasn't a business na I was particularly in love with, it was a track na I was liking what I'm seeing from you.
Yeah.
Kumbaga nakikita ko kung ano yung nangyayari sa'yo, the way you're thinking and all that.
And plus, before I even got in, I mean, you had this business for 8 years, and in the 8 years, you didn't really, you were close, but you didn't say, "Come here," let's do something.
I never tried to pirate you
Yeah,
in any way.
yeah.
So, ayun. So again, it's not about closeness. So I give this talk a lot on how to get people around you when building a business. It's not about how close you are to people. It's about the right mindset.
Yeah.
It's about them having the right mindset. And it wasn't until then. And I've known you for like more than like a decade. And it wasn't until then na I saw na this is the guy na I want beside me when it comes to running this new company that I had an idea on before. Kasi Founders wasn't really Founders pa back then. It was just an idea. We built it together, you, me, Ryan, and G. Okay, so ayun. So that's, again, even though that business never really came into fruition, it's one of those businesses, or it's one of those things na kahit idea lang siya, sobrang laki ng naitulong.
Yeah. Changed my life. Really.
Awesome. Great story, guys. Na-inspire ba kayo? Oh my God, I'm so inspired. Magbe-business na ako, Chris. Oh my God. Oh.
Grabe.
Okay, so thank you very much for that story, Chris. Very inspiring. Ryan, how about you? So entrepreneurial journey tayo, sir. Saan ba tayo nag-umpisa?
Yes.
When I was a kid, back then, my dream was to be a doctor, actually.
Wow.
Yeah, to be a doctor, in the military as well.
Wow.
Yeah, military
Oh,
doctor.
I didn't know that. Okay.
That was
Okay.
my.
Alam mo ba yun, G? Did you know that? Hindi rin. Oh my, dude.
Sinabi ko yun.
Okay, sige.
Oh,
Grabe,
okay.
si G, kinalimutan.
Okay.
So, yun bata pa lang ako, yun na yung dream ko. Pero, yan, nagbago siya, siguro around mga college days na.
Pero na-achieve mo yung dream mo, bro.
Yes.
Nang magkaroon ng doktor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Reset.
Okay, tuloy.
Tapos.
So, yun.
Ay,
Actually,
pero in fairness, this is making me understand you a lot more.
Bakit?
Actually, ang dami ko naisip bigla. Pero sige, tuloy mo lang, sir. Sorry. Okay.
So yun, it changes nung college days na. So, college kasi, medyo, anong tawag na? Bulakbol. Since high school.
Yeah.
So, ganun.
Tawag
Dami
doon,
kong-
normal, pare.
Yeah, normal. Dami kong na-realize nung time na yun. Kasi, 18 years old ata ako, 17. First year, second year. Pinastop ako ng parents ko. So, yun, pinastop nila ako ng college. So, ang ginawa ko is, nag-work ako dun sa, first job ko is with my father. So,
What do you do?
Business niya.
What's the business ni Tito again?
Video, something mga ganun.
Yeah.
for
Yung
wedding.
editing ni Tito,
Yeah.
yeah, remember.
So naging lightman ako for summer, one summer. And then after that, ano pa ba? After yung second year ng college. So since pinastop ako.
Napakagandang
Oo.
gandang preparation nun sa mundo
Pinastop
ngayon,
ako.
bro.
So, ang ginawa ko, instead na magtambay, yung mga ganun. So,
Mhm.
parang naano ko sa sarili ko. Ano kayo magagawa ko sa sarili ko na so, parang ikakabago ko na makita ng parents ko na hindi naman talaga ako ganun.
Oh.
So, yun, nag-work ako. First job ko. Yun, sa SM, Ace Hardware. Yun,
Oh, really?
Yes. I was there for 6
CDO to
months.
CDO?
Yeah, CDO.
Dude, I did not know that.
Yeah, pare. Grabe. So, same pa din. Nandun pa din kasi I love playing basketball, diba? So sa Ace Hardware ako, parang intramurals nila within SM stores.
Sports Fest.
Sports Fest, something like that. So yun, nakilala pa rin ako doon dahil sa basketball. Sorry.
Hindi mag-basketball yan.
Okay.
Guys, onting background naman. Kung si Chris, nakilala ko siya before during college, during my gaming days. Si Ryan naman, nakilala ko yan because of basketball. He was a basketball opponent turned friend.
Wow.
Yan. So, dati busit ako dyan kay Ryan. Kami nagbabantayan yan hanggang
Din,
sa...
antigas nito.
hanggang sa eventually, lagi kami nagkikita. Naging magkaibigan na kami.
Yun.
Ayan.
So yun, no? Grabe. Ilang years na yun? Matagal na.
Tagal na, bro. Tagal na.
Oo. So, yun. After ng first work ko, yun, pina-aral ako ulit. So, nung nag-aral ako ulit, doon ko na-realize na parang after ka ng college, no? Dati kasi, isip natin, after college, okay ka na sa lahat. Like, parang, yay, kikita na ako, something like that. So, hindi pala. So, after college, doon pala magsisimula yung struggle. Yung struggle, what I mean in struggle, hindi naman sa struggle ng struggle. Like, paano ka kikita for yourself? Diba? Ganun. So, ano yung mga goals na dapat iset mo? So, nung college, na-realize ko lahat yon na hindi pala madali yung buhay.
Very
So,
true.
yun. Dream big. So, yun ganun. Nag-start ako, sabi nga ng mga friends ko, back sa CDO. Paano ba? Like, call center, yung mga ganun. BPO. Hindi mo kaya yan.
So, dati kang call boy ba?
Oo, mga ganun. So, doon kami nagkilala ni Chris sa BPO. Sa BPO industry. So, yun.
So, backstory naman, guys.
Oo, yung kakilala kami ni Chris.
Si Chris at si Ryan naman, naging magkabatch sila sa isang BPO. Doon naman sila nagkakilala. No affiliation to me whatsoever. So, I know Chris, I know Ryan separately. Somehow, they got to know each other then.
Yeah.
Yes. And yun, because of my wife then, we have, nag-usap-usap kami. So, we have listed our goals. Kano yung mga gusto namin ma-achieve in our future. So, we have list around mga 10, 15 list ata yun.
Oh, ang ganda niyan.
So,
Oh, wow.
yun.
That's very
Sabi
good.
ko, ipon.
Relate ka, Chris?
Yan. So, save. And then, yun. Start kami business. I started my own business. A little restaurant, Paris joint. So, actually, kumbaga, in my life, I have made decision na medyo bumagsak ka rin. So, ang dami experience. So, life is a risk for me.
Huh?
Dami mong, you will fail at some point.
Yeah.
Pero, pag maganda kasi, pag nag-fail ka, mas maganda kung paano mo siya babawin in the next.
Yeah. I
Babawin mo
completely
siya.
agree with that.
Yes, yung mga ganun. So, yun. Sakto din, nagkakilala kami ni RP sa basketball. And then, yung isip ko about to go into a business. So, RP actually offered or nag-usap tayo about milk tea. First, milk tea. So, nag-train pa ako dito.
Oo.
No? So, yun.
Pero hindi mo natuloy yung shop mo na yun.
Oo, kasi ang ginawa ko nun is ipon mo na for the wedding
Yeah.
So,
that wedding was really nice. You were there too.
Yeah,
Magkatabi tayo nun, Chris
Tapos sabi ni RP, offer siya sa akin, coffee naman. So, sabi ko, si RP parang may...
That was the first one na hindi natuloy.
Sabi ko, pare, sayang. Next time na lang. Tapos nun, after few years, ako na yung nangulit kay RP. Because, yun nga, nag-fail yung una kong business. Actually, ilang business na ba yung pinasok ko? Medyo marami-dami na din. So, yun.
Serial entrepreneur, bro.
Yeah. So, yun, nag-usap kami ni RP ulit. One thing na nagustuhan ko nung last namin na usap bago ako napunta dito sa Founders or sa Argonza Trading, 2017 nata yun.
Mhm.
2016, 17, mga ganun. Isang nagustuhan ko doon is kung paano yung goals niya. Paano niya siya gustong tumulong sa mga entrepreneurs.
Wow. Baka maiyak ako na.
So doon, yung sabi ko, wow, this person is
pagka-sincere nung
pare.
goal. Hindi yung
Baka maiyak ako na.
Doon. So sabi ko,
So ganito po kami magbulahan dito sa family.
hindi bola yun. Walang bola dito. So yun, doon nagsimula yung kumbaga partnership. And then nung nagsimula yung partnership, marami na tayong ideas na na-accomplish din natin.
And actually that's super laking bagay actually na when yung Founders was established, when I had you guys, the three of you, I can honestly say na the tindi nung paglaki natin, no? This is something that I would have never achieved if it wasn't the founders, yung not the name but pero tayo. Okay, kasi honestly it gave me the ability na sort of ang nangyari para kung na-multiply ng sarili ko, ng todo yung sarili ko in the sense na now I didn't have to times 4. Now I didn't have to do everything by myself na. There's somebody doing the marketing na. There's somebody doing this. There's somebody doing that. There's somebody planning even if I'm not there. Laking bagay. So, ayun. Thank you. And to those who are watching, if hindi malinaw yung story ni Ryan about sa aming dalawa, linawin ko lang. Backstory nun is, so si Ryan and I, again, we've known each other through basketball, no? And so, fast forward to the future, around 2016, nagkita kami and I saw him na panay nga ang pagbi-business. So, I told him na I have a few business ideas na baka mamaya you wanna be a part of.
Yeah,
and the first two business ideas na I had, he didn't go through. Pero may isa rin yung sa coffee shop, yung sa amin ni Wally. Originally, that ikaw yun
Dapat tayo.
Oo, that ikaw yun, pero hindi natuloy. Then, okay. But then, after like 1 year, you called me Ikaw na yung tumawag sa akin. You were asking me, oy, bro, meron pa bang mga opportunities na tulad ng sinabi mo sa akin dati, ganyan. And then, I shared to him my vision for Founders. And I told him yung bala kong gawin dito. And kung ano nga yung mga ginagawa natin ngayon. And buti naman, you like the idea. So now, here we are. Yeah. So, wow. Very good. Thank you very much for that story, Ryan.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very
I
inspiring
got
as well.
teary-eyed a little.
Oh.
Wow.
Ikaw, RP. So, na-share na namin yung dalawang story, diba? Please
Yeah.
share
As I've
your
been
story.
saying this na for a very long time. I assume our viewers, our listeners already know this.
Oo nga. Dapat kasi nandito si G.
Oo nga sige. So, let me try and share it again. So, as you guys know, I started my entrepreneurial journey super aga pa kasi one of the things na, I don't mean to sound na mayabang, no, but I do recognize it as a skill. One of the things na I am very thankful to God na I have is the skill of making money. And that is true. I've always had
It does
this.
not sound mayabang at all.
Grabe pa.
Well, the reason is because, as you know, Chris, one of the reasons kung ba tayo magkailala is because back in college, we used to run money bets, games,
Yes.
and all that.
Yes.
And, we've been making money through that.
Yeah.
Basketball din. We do that all the time. I'm not always the best at the things that I do, but somehow, some way, I know how to make money from all of it. Okay? As a matter of fact, as you know, I'm one of the early investors ng Amanoma Gaming. And one of the reasons why is because si Amanoma, one of the top Counter-Strike players ng Pilipinas, used to be not really an enemy, pero somebody na kalaban ko during my gaming days. And now na we both turned entrepreneurs na, we sort of see each other na hanggang dito sa entrepreneurial world, sa business world, medyo nagkakasabayan kami. So that's one of the reasons why until now we're very much close. And ayun So as far as business is concerned, I have to say it was very helpful na because I know na business is large part of it is all about making money, and I know I'm somewhat talented in making money. There was never really a big pressure.
What with the face, bro?
Pang lumakas sa tong hangin.
Ay, sobrang lamig ng aircon, pare.
Kasalanan ni Miko to
okay,
eh.
okay. Sige,
Paano yung
sige.
bigay ng whiskey honey
I'm
sa
sorry.
akin?
I didn't mean to ruin the middle of your story. Sige, go ahead. Continue your story, please.
So yun. But it was not easy. Here's the thing. When I say na I know how to make money, I never said na it was easy. I know in the sense na I could always see the steps, but those steps are not easy, not by a long shot. Okay?
So you can say you always look for an opportunity to make money.
I always
right?
look for the yes, exactly. I look for the opportunities, the angle on where to look money, especially with regards to my own skill sets. Okay, as you know, that's something I do almost every day. I gauge myself more than anybody else. Okay, so ayun. So officially, I guess if we are to count yung talagang company na registered, no. My first official start came about siguro 12 years ago, I believe. I opened a kiosk, one of which is kaharap na kaharapan ng door mo, if you remember.
Yeah, I remember.
Yung siomai, yeah.
Siomai, yes.
Pag wala ka pa yan, nangungutang ako dun eh.
Oh.
Grabe.
Oh, and let me share to you. Let me share to you.
College pa ako dun eh.
Let me share sa inyo kung ano yung naging driving force behind that. Okay, alam niyo yung kasabihan na if I know now the things that if I knew then the things that I know now, I probably would not go through with it. That is very true in my case. Kasi nung nag-umpisa ako ng negosyo, I had no idea kung gaano kahirap magnegosyo. Okay? Super real talk. This was the main driving force sa pagbubukas ko nung kiosk na yon. Okay? I saw a friend, Ferdy. He was one of my closest friends dati in the call center industry. I saw a friend open up a kiosk, a siomai kiosk. And I saw him making, at least in my idea, no, he was doing well. Oo, sabi niya sa akin, he was earning around 3,000 to 5,000 a day, and this was the first month. So, wala pa sa utak ko yung kung anong ginagawa natin ngayon na syempre, kailangan makikita mo yung trajectory, eventually magpa-plateau, then may mga lean days, mga ganun. Wala pa sa utak ko yan eh. Basta ang nasa utak ko nun, uy, ang laki na kinikita niya. Gusto ko rin nun. Yeah. Ganun nangyari. So, without really knowing anything, what I did was I opened my own store. Okay? And the first store had somewhat success to it, I guess, kasi medyo malakas katabi ng Lasal. So the people there medyo malakas magbayad. So okay, maganda.
Bakit yung pagbayad mo tingin niyo?
Mayaman sila eh. Itong mga to, mga Lasalista eh.
Sabi ko na, utang ako eh.
So yun. So nangyari was I opened, so that store was doing well, and at that time again, no thinking whatsoever. What happened was I sort of expanded right away. After 1 month pa lang lahat ng ipon ko from all my employments previously, ibinuhos ko rito. I opened 3 additional branches. So in about the second month, meron akong 4 na branch agad. Okay. And the first 2-3 months, they were all doing well. But then, suddenly, nakita ko unti-unti bumagsak.
Died down.
And that's when my first brush up against the very real business world happened. Yung na-encounter ko yung first problem na a lot of entrepreneurs, seasoned entrepreneurs will tell you, ang number 1 problema dyan is tao. Yan ang nangyari sa akin. Why? Kasi the first branch, malapit kasi sa amin, it was literally just a few steps away sa dati nating tambayan. So, it was a branch na I can personally manage. However, the next 3 branches kasi, I sort of replicated the location, but it wasn't really within the route ng normal na galaw ko eh. So, I couldn't really be there all the time. I relied more on the tao. And nung nakita ko na unti-unti bumabagsak ng sales nila, I wondered why. Kasi I scouted the area, mukhang okay naman. Then, I got to see kung ano yung nangyayari. Which is, yung mga tao na na-hire ko for those other branches, unfortunately, in a word, I guess you can consider it na rin na panluloko. In a word, medyo niloloko ako. Okay? Kasi hindi na nila binabantayan na maayos yung negosyo. There was even one pare dito sa may, what do you call this? Sa may St. Anthony. Meron pa nga dyan na ang nangyari is sa isang meron akong kaibigan na nagsabi sa akin, "Uy bro, anong ginagawa mo rin sa ano mo sa kiosk mo? Bakit may inuman na?" Sabi ko, "Ha? Paano karoon ng inuman doon?" Sige, pinuntahan ko. Pagpunta ko, yung harap ng kiosk ko mismo may table. May table, yung bantay ko, mga barkada niya nag-iinuman sa harap. Ang ibinibenta ko na lang pala ay yung pinupulutan nilang siomai. Yun na lang pala nagiging benta doon. So, I started to see that, and again, that was my first real, brush up against the cruel business world, quote unquote, na nakita ko that's the first problem tao, ang hirap magkaroon ng pagkakatiwalaan. And lucky for me, the one branch that was doing well, ang tao ko ron was si Aji, which if you guys have been following us, for those who are listening, now the overall manager of Argonza Trading, Kinti, and other 2 companies. So, siya yung tao ko noong time na yon, and talagang may malasakit kasi si Aji, inaalagaan niya yung branch na yon. So, talagang lumaki naman hindi naman lumaki, pero talagang steady naman, lumakas yung branch na yon. Okay, but then, obviously, one siomai kiosk could not handle a family. I have families.
Whoops.
I have a family.
Whoops.
On record yun.
I have a family, 3 kids. Papasok na ng Don Bosco at that time, si Koji pa lang, and then yung dalawa mag-uumpisa na mag-aral, stuff like that. So, obviously one branch would not cut it. I started to look for other businesses. Now, buti na lang si Weni kasi is on her way back from a visit mula sa sister niya in Singapore. This was again about 12 years ago, okay? Give or take a few months. And when she came back here, she told me, "Han, have you heard of milk tea? Or bubble tea pa nga. Have you heard of bubble tea?" Sabi ko, "Yeah, I have an idea. I mean, napapanood ko sa internet." And at the time, ang may milk tea lang naman talaga sa Philippines would be si Chowking eh. Yung official na milk tea, Chowking.
Tamis nun.
Tamis, hindi pa yung tunay na milk tea. Pero it was the name na nakalagay sa menu. And siya and si Quickly. If you guys know Quickly, yung nagpasikat ng taro na flavor. Yan. So sila lang naman talaga may milk tea sa Philippines at the time. And lagpas na pala, 12 years, sorry. Lagpas na. Then ang nangyari was, she told me, "Have you heard of milk tea?" And I said, "Yeah, I've been hearing about it, ganyan. Kasi when I was in Singapore, dahil nga sa visit na Isara, sa sister niya, nakita namin yung lakas ng milk tea ron. It's a thing na talagang pumipila ang mga tao. There's this brand, binanggit pa nga niya sa akin, wala pa sa Philippines. There's this brand called Coco and Gongcha, na talagang 9 o'clock ang bukas, 8 o'clock pa lang nakapila na sila. So I was saying noong time na yon, I was saying pa nga, hindi mag-work yan kasi ang Philippines is not a tea drinking country. We're a coffee drinking country, etc., blah blah blah. But her being the wife, obviously, kailangan kong tignan kung ano yung gusto niyang tignan ko. So I looked into it, and to be fair, I did consider it kasi there's synergy eh. The siomai is a Chinese product. And at that time, I was looking for a unique drink na ilagay kasama ng siomai kasi Lasallians, hindi sila basta-basta eh. Ayaw nila I was getting comments like, "Kuya, dagdagan mo naman yung inumin. Ayaw namin ng siomai, anong tawag dito? Sago gulaman. Kasi ang siomai, di ba, traditionally ang kasama niyan sago gulaman. So I was getting stuff like that, and I said, sige, may try tayo. I-try natin tong milk tea. First try ko sa milk tea, actually, it was just as do you remember?
Yeah.
Okay, it was actually just as a drink to supplement yung siomai.
Okay. So parang na siya? Other drink than gulaman.
Add-on siya. It was not even the main item.
Okay.
What I started seeing though, ito na yung kahit paano nagkaroon na ako ng onting knowledge as an entrepreneur, nakakita ako ngayon ng major shift. I was starting to see na people came to me not because of the siomai.
Milk tea.
They started coming to me because of milk tea.
So nakita mo yung opportunity.
Nakita ko yung opportunity. So nagtayo ako ngayon ng tea shop. Nakaipon ng onte, sinugal ko na naman. Kasi I almost went back to employment eh. Kasi naubos ko na yung ipon ko. Hindi naman malaki yun, to be fair. It was only 300,000. 10 years of employment Guys, 10 years of employment, para mo nang sinabing ang inipon ko lang ng 3,000 a year. So, 30,000 a year.
30,000 a year.
So, wala pang 3,000 a month ang naipon ko. So, anyway, naubos ko na. I almost went back to employment. But, because of this, amazing drink na kinwento lang sa akin ng wife ko na she didn't even taste pa. She just saw. Hindi pa niya natikman at that time. She just saw. I got to expand into it, I guess, na I started to, I put it in my store and I started to see na ang mga tao was drawn more to that than my original product, which is the siomai. So, nung nakita ko yun, nagtayo ako ngayon ng sarili kong store, si Leafy Life. Nobody remembers this anymore kasi si Leafy Life sobrang short-lived eh. Kasi ikaw, you remember Leafy Life, di ba? Hindi mo na rin naalala. No. Kung hindi na maalala ni Chris, wala na makakaalala nun.
Wala na.
So, nung tinayo ko ngayon si Leafy Life, and then, no mentioning ng brands, then, because of yung pagtatayo ko ng store ko, meron ngayong natuwa. Now, little did I know that that person was actually someone who would go down to be extremely significant as far as yung history ko within this business is concerned. This person, I guess, pwede kong banggitin kasi wala namang problema sa kanya. So, si Sir Philip Lacuna, which at that time was the Manila City Councilor. So, he came to me and he asked me if I can train him. Now, at that time, I wasn't even familiar pa. What does training mean? Ano ba ibig sabihin nito? Ganyan. Pero we came into an agreement na, so he liked the mixes na I was making. He wanted to make a business out of it as well. And ang nangyari, I ended up training him, and ang dati pa nga, training ko pa nga, pagkatas kita i-train, dadalhin pa kita sa mga supplier. Wala pa akong supplies company niyan eh. After kita i-train, dadalhin kita sa supplier, bahala na kayo sa buhay nyo. If you want, you'll just retain me for consultancy. And that didn't even happen up until later that year. So, little did I know, na yung simpleng gano'n na pakikiusap sa akin ni Sir Philip, and God bless you, Sir Philip, if you're watching, that would lead to bigger things. As in talagang super bigger things. Kasi from there, na he allowed me to, kasi he mentioned it to a couple of people hindi madamot ang Lacuna family, honestly, from personal experience. The Lacuna family is one of the, kasi you gotta understand, pag Manila, Lacuna, binanggit mo, nasa utak mo, big time to, big deal to, pero very down to earth, really, really great bunch of people. He mentioned to a couple of friends na the work na I did for them, and they were he was very happy, and ganun lang, nagkaroon ako ng consultancy firm for people na gustong pumasok ng milk tea business.
And where did you hold this consultancy?
Okay, yung consultancy firm na yan was just one corner sa second floor ng restaurant ng nanay ko. Nasa storage room. Wala akong actual na office. But the thing is, because na I couldn't really work with too many people, kasi wala naman akong pera. I was only starting out. Because I couldn't really work with too many people, what happened was, every time na meron akong project, na ibibigay ko yung buong, as in talagang 100% ko sa bawat project. Okay? And it allowed me to build talagang strong relationships with my clients. There are a couple of clients na talagang from the very beginning who's been with me, and hindi naman sa pero they're big brands, big families na they could easily have discarded me and gone with somebody na mas kilala sa industry and all that. But they appreciated na as a small business, I was giving everything na I can, everything na I possibly can to make sure yung business nila is succeeding. And I believe this then, I believe this now. Yung ganong attitude ko is what laid the foundation to make, Argonza Trading, Founders, Kinti, lahat ng mga companies ko ngayon. That's what laid the foundation na all these brands wants to work with us because of how we do business nung maliit pa tayo.
Yeah. That's
so yun. So fast forward to today, since ang Argonza Trading, the trading company, medyo nang ibabaw kasi nakalimutan ko hindi naman nakalimutan, pero medyo nag-backseat si consultancy firm kasi lumaki ng todo yung supplies. When I had the idea for Founders, which is what we're doing here now, training entrepreneurs free consultancy, helping people build their brand, ganyan.
True.
This is sort of my tribute to that past na kung ano yung ginagawa ko dati to help brands grow. Now, I want to do that again. Pero this time around, we want to do that with 10 plus years of experience na. Ngayon, pwede na tayo mag-name drop ng mga pangalan, ng mga brand. Ganyan. Dati, hindi ko kayang gawin yan eh. Wala pumapansin sa akin dati, bro. Ako nanliligaw ng client dati. If now, ang nangyayari, tayo namimili kung sino kliyente. Dati ako naghahabol ng kliyente. Kaya nakakatuwa. We have, just to name a few, and it's not really because of the brands, pero the people na I've worked with, I love working with the Reyes family of Bulacan, si Ma'am Melissa Reyes of Tsaa and Mang Inasal Bulacan.
Si
Gadi, the Gadi Corporation, Gadi family, Sir Nestor.
Bench.
Sir Benjo of
Novecia.
Nueva Ecija. Sir Gadi nga of Region 2 owns everything up in there. Ayun, so these people, kaya tuwan-tuwa ako sa mga yan kasi they're really, people na super successful, kilala sa mga regions nila, sa mga industries nila, and yet they took a chance sa somebody na never heard of, walang kilala.
Startup ko ba?
Oo, hinihingan nga ako ng portfolio, diniretso ko Sabi ko, ma'am, hindi na po ako magsasubmit ng portfolio. Kasi wala ka rin kilala ron Pag sinubmit ko, masasayang lang yung papel. Pero nakakatuwa na there are these very established companies na would give a newcomer such as myself that chance, not because of the names but because they heard of the quality of work na we are putting out. So that's founders right there. That's the vision, that's the thing that we want to achieve for founders. We want to give that naging ad na ba? Sorry. So hindi, pero yun, that is true.
Hindi naman.
Yeah.
I want to make founders as a platform where new companies, kasi as you know, kasama sa natin, we also want to train speakers, consultants, all of that. And we want to build that platform for everyone na kahit na you are a small business, small entrepreneur right now, there is this brand who wants to help you out.
Yeah.
So yun.
Yeah. That's why we're here.
That's why we're here.
Sabi ni Ryan, kaya siya na nagustuhan, diba? You were admired by RP's commitment to the entrepreneurs.
Oo. Kasi sa ngayon na kumbaga we have the luxury na hindi masyadong isipin yung pera. Ang gusto kong mangyari, ang isipin natin ay yung, as corny as it sounds, I promise you I'm not lying. Gusto ko isipin natin kung paano makatulong, how to shape the Philippines
One entrepreneur.
one entrepreneur at a time. There you go. Ayun, so guys, yun ang mga backstories namin so far, no? Now, to go back to what I was talking about earlier, as far as how to be an entrepreneur, I guess let's talk about what is the one trait, Chris and Ryan, what is the one trait na may pagmamalaki mo sa sarili mo na has helped you tremendously in being a successful entrepreneur today? Okay, so Ryan, this time naman, pabaliktad tayo. Let's start with you, my friend.
Wala pa ako naisip
Naisip. Oh, sige.
Ako.
Sige, Chris, go.
Ako. So, there are two things that I realized through this journey, right? I think the most important thing. So the first one is actually believing that I can do it. I think that's one of the most important things. And the second one is being okay to fail.
That's right.
Trusting the process of failing to get to where you want to get at. I think those are the two most important things that's helped me. Because I know if you remember before, I was always safe. I always made the safest choice possible. Right? I didn't want to make a mistake. Sometimes I would let go of opportunities because of my failure to not to fail, basically.
Baga, you avoided confrontation.
I avoided confrontation. I did not trust the process. I felt that I can't do it, or I told myself that I don't have the capabilities to do it, so I might as well not do it.
Wow,
So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Super awesome, guys. So, advice ni Chris to our listening entrepreneurs right now is, the first one is to
Believe
in yourself, and the second one is to
trust.
not be afraid of failing.
To not be afraid of failing, or to trust the process. That in anything that you do, right, you have to trust there's a process to get there.
Ay, pasok na pasok ngayon yan. So guys, especially to those who are experiencing problems right now, because of the new normal, GCQ, ECQ, whatever you want to call it, kung ano man yung, kasi maraming negosyo na tinamaan, maraming nahihirapan.
Yeah.
So trust na whatever, it may seem like it's a failure now, it may seem na, everything is falling apart right now, but trust in the process na in whatever, alam mo yun, giba ang pinanggalingan, you will always come out of it stronger.
Yeah, and then if you see a similarity between our three stories, it's that as well, right?
Yeah, similarity.
Ako, madami akong failure. RP din, ilang beses ka nag-pivot sa business mo. Si Ryan din. So same thing, but we are here now, and I think we're better than ever.
Awesome. Thank you, Chris. Master Ryan, what is the one thing na sa sarili mo, alam mong nakatulong ng todo sa'yo in terms of being a successful entrepreneur today?
Don't be afraid to fail. Okay? Failure doesn't stop me. Okay? For me, So, kahit na ilang beses ka nag-fail, just get up. Yung saying nga, gusto kong pakinggan yun. If you fail 100 times, step up 101 times. Diba?
Yeah.
So, yun. Lagi kong pinapakinggan yun. Alright? Don't be afraid.
So ikaw naman, your ability to not be afraid to fail.
Yes. And then, second, yun, yung mga pag-decision na yun as well. Pag-decision na yun, first, yan, pag-isipan mo talaga. First, wag kang padalos-dalos ng isip. Okay?
Wow, thank you very much, Ryan. That's such an awesome,
Very good advice.
very good advice. Thank you. Okay, ako siguro, since you guys gave two, isa lang tinatanong ko, parehas dalawa sinagot nyo, mga bibo kayo eh. So,
Kasi
inumpisahan eh, no?
Kasi ayaw pa dalawa eh.
So, sige. In that case, I will also give two. And again, gasgas na to. If you've been following me, you probably would have heard this from me na rin. But it would be, in business, yes, yung sinabi ni Ryan, don't get me wrong, I'm not discounting the fact na yung sinabi ni Ryan na dapat aralin mo rin ang todo, okay? But I'm also saying na sometimes kasi kaaaral natin, ang nangyayari is hindi nangyayari at all eh. Okay, hindi natutuloy at all. Okay, this is when you overthink na. Okay, so maganda, yes, na paplanuhin mo, but at the same time, you don't want to overthink it. In the sense na baka mamaya kakaisip mo, hindi mo na ituloy. Kasi naisip mo na nga lahat eh. Naisip mo na lahat ng problema, hindi mo na ituloy-tuloy. Okay, so, now, to me, that is a bigger mistake. Kasi again, to not have your chance at becoming an entrepreneur is a bigger mistake. I believe that every person, each and every one, should have that chance at least. Okay, not everyone is built to be an entrepreneur. That is true. There will be people na talagang they will have higher success in employment in terms of promotion, corporate ladder, executive. I respect that. Okay, but what I say is every person should at least have the chance of being an entrepreneur. Okay, and a lot of times kaya hindi nangyayari yon is because nako-convince natin ang sarili natin na wag nang ituloy dahil nga sa dami ng problema na naisip mo na.
Kumbaga risky.
True. Yes, correct. Kaya nga, yun yung isa nga sa favorite sayings ko na, if I knew then what I know now, I probably would not go into business. Kasi ngayon, alam ko po siya, napakahirap. Imagine mo, ngayon mo ako lapitan na RP, magana tayo, magnegosyo tayo ng siomai, hindi kita papansinin. Kasi alam ko yung amount, yung amount of siomai na kailangan kong ibenta
per day
para makabuhay ng pamilya. Okay, so but I didn't think about that then. Ang nangyari sa akin was pumasok ako kasi nga kulang pa ako sa critical thinking at then, hindi pa ako seasoned entrepreneur, quote unquote, to say na hindi pala magandang business yan. Now what happened was because ginawa ko yun, I went into it and I was forced to evolve as an entrepreneur. So hindi na una sa akin yung takot. If anything, yung kabubuhan ko na hindi magplano nakatulong sa akin. Okay? Kasi when I was there na and everything was failing, it allowed me to cope with it. Okay, it allowed me to see different angles of my business. Kasi while the milk tea is where I started, a lot of people don't even know that. When I speak in schools, they don't know that na nagumpisa ako as the top milk tea consultant ng Philippines. A lot of them talk to me for leadership trainings, for marketing trainings, for founders, for pizza. Sometimes nga, nagugulat kapag ka nalaman na may alam ako sa chai. Okay, kasi ngayon, mas marami na yung crowd na nakakilala sa akin in coffee. Okay, so, but that would not have happened if I did not try and get to siomai in the first place. Okay, because I would have never discovered tea kung hindi ako nag-siomai. I would have never gone to coffee if I didn't see na yung milk tea needs to be supplemented by coffee. I would have never gone to pizza if I didn't see na yung coffee shop ko kulang ng pagkain. I would have never gone to marketing if I didn't see na meron akong company na kailangan i-market and I need to learn marketing also. And then when it all became big, walang mga kukuha sa akin to be a leadership trainer, leadership speaker, etc., etc. So it can all be traced to that one
decision.
Yes, into that one decision I did, which is to just start a business.
Risk.
Yeah, risk it without really thinking too much about it. But I'm not saying na pagkatas nito, lahat na makanood, mag-risk na kayo. Wag mag-isip, ha? Okay? It worked out for me, yes. I'm not saying it will work out for everyone, but I will say this. Kung ang mangyayari lang din, hindi mo na itutuloy, I would much rather na you go into it blind na lang and see kung ano yung discarding meron ka kesa sa hindi mangyari at all.
Risky nun na.
Oo. Bakit ba?
I probably wouldn't. Not that risky.
See,
but
the thing
I'm
is,
different. So
maigsi yung buhay, pare. Parang hindi ka mag-risk.
Oo. Sometimes,
I
mas maganda mag-gamble.
Yeah, I did say, I just said a while ago that, there's a process to it, but, grabe, all in,
my way is, my way is too extreme, no?
Yeah. But then again, your way got to where you are right now. So
the end justifies the means, eh. So yun, again, I'm not saying that it'll be for everyone. There is, again, like what I said earlier, there will be people na hindi talaga for the entrepreneurial life, eh.
Yeah.
And I respect it.
Yeah.
But you need to at least know. How will you know?
Know or give it a try.
Oh, give it a try so that you can know. How will you know if you don't give it a try?
But they should at least
so if it
try.
would be against, obviously the ideal way would be aralin mo maigi, then go into it.
Or don't tell yourself you can't without even trying.
Yan, ganon.
Yeah. If may extra ka din, try mo. Extra time.
There's ways to minimize risk, but definitely I agree with RP 100%.
Yeah.
You should at least try at least once in your life.
In your life, yeah.
So that's my first advice. The second advice naman is once you're in there, kasi fine, I will let it go na nag-umpisa ka, newbie ka eh, bago ka, wala ka pang alam. So, magkakamali ka sa umpisa, I will get it. Okay, I will, and you know this, sa mga mini-mentoran ko, this is what I say all the time. Nag-umpisa ka, pumalpa ka, fine, you're excused.
Yeah.
Kasi baguhan ka eh. Now, once you are in there na, you then now need to keep on learning.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, kasi hindi mo naman pwedeng iasa sa ano yun eh, sa luck yun eh. Okay, now, the things that happened sa akin, it wasn't really luck. It was me learning and learning and learning. Nung sinabi ni Wenny yung milk tea, yes, inaral ko yung milk tea. Pumunta pa ako ng Taiwan to learn it properly. I am a certified tea master. One of only 2 in the Philippines. Na, I mean, in the milk tea consultancy industry. Okay? And I was the very first one. Okay? So it wasn't like dahil nauna lang ako sa milk tea, pinanindigan ko na ako unang-una. Hindi Ako nauna, and then I made sure na I know everything more than anyone else.
That's right.
So yung pagsa-stumble ko upon this industry na fine, nag-umpisa, panay lakas ng loob. When I got in here, ang pinairal ko na utak. I knew na I found something, I need to be able to follow up on it. Kailangan may ma-supplement ako additional knowledge. Kasi remember, self-confidence will only take you so much eh. People will, you'll get their attention dahil magaling ka magsalita, malakas ang loob mo, you project self-confidence, but to retain their attention, they need to know that you also have knowledgeable confidence.
Yeah.
They need to know na alam mo yung pinagsasabi mo. And as a consultant, obviously, napakalaking bagay nun.
Yeah.
So, ayun. So, my second advice would be, you now need to keep on learning. So, first advice, jump into it. If you have the option or if you have the the chance to go into business, once you're there, you never stop learning. You keep on improving until now.
Yeah, kahit ngayon. We're still learning.
Just last Saturday, I attended leadership webinar with Coach Chot Reyes. Okay, a lot of people ask me, RP, nag-enroll ka pa pala sa mga mentorship. Di ba ikaw nagbe-mentor? Oo, paano ba ako matututo ng ime-mentor ko sa inyo?
Sure.
Kung hindi ako mag-aaral din in other people na mas magagaling na mentor sa akin.
Tama.
Okay, so you never stop learning.
That is
Agree.
excellent advice.
Ayun.
It's a good
Di
advice.
ba? Akala mo yung advice ko, tumalong ka na lang, tapos na. No? Hindi, pagtalon mo, aaral ka kung paano lumangoy. Ganun yun.
Pinapatapos nga kita. Sorry.
Oo. So, tumalon ka muna.
SS ka na.
Oo. Pagtalon mo, kailangan matuto kang lumangoy. Hindi ka pwedeng, yung mga panay self-confidence lang ang itinatalo, nalulunod yun. Kailangan, after ng self-confidence will only get you there. Once you're there, to keep them, keep listening to you, you need to have knowledge na.
Yeah.
You need to have your second level of confidence na, which you can only get kung alam mo yung pinagsasabi mo.
Yeah. And I assume that's how you got yung mga early clients mo. Diba? Sabi
Correct.
mo kasi, you met them sa storage area, so the appearance wasn't as nice.
Yeah.
And then sabi mo, wala kang portfolio. So you had to like double down on make sure you are way better than any other business consultant out there.
Correct. Yun. That very, very nicely put. Thank you. So yun. So that's about an hour na. I guess we hit an hour mark now.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
the
Thank
first
you.
time.
If you guys are listening, thank you for continuing to listen.
Oh, thank you very much. If you guys are still here, hindi pa kayo na-board sa amin, thank you. I appreciate you so much.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
And then if you guys have any questions, please leave it down in the comments. Maybe we make an episode out of it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And hope Ryan can...
So just to recap, no? Advice, to be an entrepreneur today, here are our final advice. So number one is, dun sa mga stories na shinare namin kanina, our personal stories, if you're going through, if you've gone through something similar to what we're doing, maybe try and listen to those stories and see what we did. Baka mamaya makatulong sa'yo. Okay? And then after that, here are our final advice. Chris, ang iyong final advice, just the advice, please.
Trust the process.
Trust the process.
And believe in yourself.
And believe in yourself. And Master Ryan, your advice?
Continue learning.
Ako yun eh.
Oh, ikaw RP. Ano sa'yo?
Ano sa'yo, RP? Nahan na kita.
Ang daya, ninao yung advice ko ah.
Hindi. Yun. Risk.
Okay, yeah. Take the risk.
Take
Ako
the
rin,
risk,
my
no?
advice is take the risk, and once you've taken the risk, you never stop learning. Wow, I'm very satisfied. See, right? It is such a nice thing to have you on the show,
Exactly.
bro.
Pilitan lang ako eh.
All right, so it was so awesome. Thank you very much, everyone who have listened, watched, and is still watching. Thank you very much to you guys. Again, this is RP.
This is Chris.
This is Ryan. And
This is the Founders Video Podcast. See you next week, guys.